And we're back. And guys, go to Syndicate tomorrow. Go get your Vindicate. He's rocking all this stuff. Hopefully he still has some bags left for you. Go do that.
I'm having so much FOMO right now.
I know, me too. I really want to go.
I know.
But there's absolutely no way. I can't get out of Delhi.
No.
I haven't been able to get out of Delhi for like a week now.
No, and to drive with him, be there for like maybe a day, and then turn around and have to come right back.
And it's a 12-hour drive.
So that would be too much for the babes. So
it's only 4 hours for me.
Are you going?
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah. FOMO increased. I'm
so much
posting,
FOMO.
The link, so in my stories, if you guys think I'm being rude, I'm trying to post and be like, come chat with us about, I don't know, things.
No, no worries. Kenneth, yo, what's up? Dude, I apologize so much for, I don't have Rumble. Like, I wish I had Rumble. I don't have Rumble. I would love to have seen you.
His show. I hope it was great.
I hope it was awesome.
Yeah.
We both were looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
So
hope it was awesome.
And then so I wanted to shoot, adults.
Wait. Trish, wait, you're going to Syndicate or you're coming to the games?
I'll have a bucket of margarita mix. You'll be at the games or Syndicate?
Please tell me.
Please be at the games.
Tell me you're going to be at the games.
Please be at the games.
Be at the games.
Just be at the games.
And if you were not planning on going to the games,
please plan on going to the games.
Please change your mind and go to the games.
Bucket O margarita mix.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to share this. Hilarious. This is like, you guys have to.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know what she's talking about.
No, you never know.
So
that is true.
Probably both for Trish. Fair. Hey Meg, what's up? Chris, Alfred, love the Kesha story. Okay, no, I can't go there. Sorry.
Video I did to a Kesha song a couple days ago.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Get it, Chris. This is hilarious. Covering CrossFit, whoever you are, this is amazing. And I would love to actually do this too.
What? Oh my God. Hey. You know what? And he just kept right on going.
Yeah. He was like, fine, fuck it. No rep. Let's go. Like, I hope you're okay. But
no rep this.
That's really funny. I follow them. I don't know how I don't scroll as much as I used to, and I really should.
It's probably better that you don't.
Yeah, probably.
It depends on where my mental health is. Like, like no joke. Like some people that I follow that I love. Like sometimes I gotta mute them. I'm like, I can't deal with y'all right now.
Right now. Yep. Yep. Or whatever your algorithm decides to.
Trish, I know how to have a good time. I know you do, Mama. I know you do. And I don't know if this is a pause, but I would love to have a good time with you too. So I hope I get to see you somewhere.
You keep talking to her like that.
I know.
I wasn't gonna be the one to say it.
She's gonna show up at the games and she's gonna put her arms around you. So be careful.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
From the back.
Two-handed hug. I'm okay.
From the back.
How was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I don't. Who else would you be? I don't know. Yes. Yes. This weekend was a good weekend. This weekend was good. Shit. What's today?
Wednesday.
The Monday threw me off. I went to a baseball game. We have like a new team in Columbus. I'm trying to learn about baseball, so if I say something wrong and somebody wants to correct me, I mean, just whatever, fuck you, because I'm a baby. I'm just a baby. But it's a new team that they're affiliated with the Atlanta Braves. So, like, the Atlanta Braves are like professional baseball. I don't remember like the word, but it's like they're major leagues or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So this team is like the minor. So they play and like you can get recruited from I don't know. I'm learning. But anyways, went to my first. They're called the Clingstones. That's a peach. Clingstone is a peach.
It's their farm team.
Yeah. The Georgia peach. It was hilariously boring. But there were like hecklers in the crowd and they had some pretty funny. So we got like really cheap seats because we were on the side for the visiting side.
Mm-hmm.
So even though we were there, so like there were hecklers heckling the visiting team, but like in a funny, gentle way. But anyways, it was really funny.
So where do you draw the line on heckling? I love this because you're learning about actual major league sports. So you're learning about baseball, whatever, basketball, like all the major league sports. You're learning about heckling, and heckling in those sports it is serious. Like it's a job.
No, I felt really this like group of people were good naturedly heckling. Like one guy kept coming out and they would say, and he couldn't hit the ball to save his life. And they would be like, number 18 can't hit the ball to save your life, but that beard is banging, no cap, or something like that, or your butt is or just, you know what I mean? Like it was funny. But there were kids in the crowd. There were kids in the crowd like screeching because their balls hadn't dropped yet, so they were just like yelling at the players as if they're going to listen to them. And I've never wanted to just in my life. And the parents are just sitting there like, whatever. And I'm like, if I talked to anybody like that, I'd be in the ground. But anyways, no, it was fun. It was cool.
Have you ever been to a pro football game? Or
an FSU game once when I was a teenager because I lived in Florida, and it like kept going into overtime, and I was there for like 6 hours.
Oh God.
And so like I really am. So far baseball has been cool. I've liked it. I'm really digging basketball. I'm not a football. Like the community of people that love football in the South, I'm sure it's everywhere, but in the South, it's like, I don't want to be a part of that. Because I live in
Alabama. It's a religion.
It's a religion. From Auburn.
And yeah.
It's on the Alabama-Georgia line. So it's Alabama, Auburn, and Georgia. And it's bad. One time this guy was
Bible Belt, baby.
Yeah, and an Alabama shirt, and like jokingly, I yelled out, "I went, War Eagle," because that's Auburn. He did not think that was.
No, I'm sure he did not appreciate that at all.
I thought it was hilarious. He did not.
No, that shit's serious.
I don't know. I don't get it. Trish, I can't be awesome like you, man. I can't handle a bucket of margaritas. I'm just not.
Okay, so this was your Murph.
What?
Trish, who? What?
Just wondering what that comment.
No, I'm sorry. Trish, will you come suckle my nads to tease them to? Oh, yeah. Okay, Jan. You need. I don't know what you need right now. We'll find out tomorrow.
About Murph.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this was awesome.
Listen, I'm not telling you how to do your job, but that was just disrespectful for the following reasons. Okay, anything with a push-up in it, like a burpee, why? And then the jump ropes, I might as well have been running. Just using the same muscles, and I can't. And snatches, you want me to use my lats? My lats? You coming for my lats? I can't. I could do that weight. I don't. It's just. I want to speak to management, please. I'm going above your head. I'm going up above you. I know you don't write the programming. I don't.
And time. I mean, but check them quads out. I've been
No,
working out.
no, that's fair.
Hard, and then I was like, hello, ladies.
When you kicked the dumbbell as you were walking away, that was the best part for me.
So I showed up Monday because we do Murph on Saturday. The Saturday before we run two heats, and so took Sunday off. Came in Monday to do I do programming. I buy programming. Could not move, just couldn't move. So I ended up just doing like a little EMOM, just body weight, and then like stretching, doing some primal mobility stuff. And then today was the first like workout, and we do mayhem programming, and it was like 4 rounds of double unders, box get overs, and power snatches, and all doable reps and weight like any other day of the week. But I'm literally sitting there like, like I couldn't do today, like nothing. And I'm sitting here, it's 85-pound power snatch. It's heavy, but like extremely doable for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like literally like chasing after so as soon as the WOD was done, because I had my camera set up to record the workout, I literally stopped the workout and then hit press to record, because y'all can see I'm sweaty, because I was like, this is real.
Yes.
This is bullshit. Oh, anyway.
Did you do Murph? Like in general, there's a big thing about like if people did Murph or if people didn't do Murph.
There's always a thing about a thing. What's happening now with Murph? I did it, but is there some?
So like if you're supposed to do Murph as a CrossFitter, as a like you're supposed to do it because it shows allegiance or whatever. But if you don't do it, then it was like a thing because you didn't show allegiance. But as far as
quite literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
What the argument is like, are you paying respect? And for me, it's like people died. Like I was in the military. I know people who have passed away being in the military, and they didn't die for us to go do Murph.
No.
You know what I mean? Like I can do Murph if I want to do Murph. That's literally the whole idea around it.
And the whole point is not to crush yourself and kill yourself to do like it's sort of like semi annoying when people like post their scores and they're like, did it unbroken in this amount of time, and and you're like, beat my like time by last year and I'm like, I mean, that's cool, but like I don't care. You know, it's not like a moment. It's literally about showing up, showing respect, and doing your like. But if there have been years I haven't done it just because I was not in a place physically even to scale. Like it just wasn't for me. But I don't think if you don't do it that you're I don't.
Right.
It just seems like that the longer you're in CrossFit, it seems like that at least to me, it's lost its message. You know, when you first get into CrossFit and you do Murph for the first time and you hear the story, and Michael Murphy lives right on his parents live right on Long Island. They have the facility, and our friend Trish from Babylon CrossFit like has Michael Murphy's parents go to her gym every year. Like those posts, I'm like, oh, that's what it's about.
Right.
That's how I remember it when we first got into CrossFit and all of the hero workouts. You know what I mean? Like at our old gym, we used to do other hero workouts on different holidays. Veterans Day, we would pick a hero workout. You know, there's another one. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but we have a guy that was part of a team that there's a hero wide named after.
It's Jolly 59.
Jolly 51.
51.
Jolly 51 is named after his
it's
team.
The Black Hawk. Oh, I always
Light and whatever.
Black
there's
Hawk
our
down
gym because I live in a military town, and that died in service, and we have our own hero WOD that we do every year. He was a coach, and it was before my time. I did not personally know him, but it was very devastating to the entire gym. Clearly,
Yeah.
He'd been a coach for a while, so every year we do that, and yeah, it's. I think I agree. Like a lot of people forget about the message and what it's for all of them. It's not a competition. It's not the open. It's not about sharing where you like do this. And then there's the people that get really specific about, oh, it's not really RX if you partition it. Who cares? Like, are you kidding me? And I just
Do you think that if when they become a games athlete, games like workout or test, like Murph became, it went to the games, Chad went to the games. Like when it does that, does it lose a little bit of its luster? Does it, like, I think they try to make it so that it doesn't, because like Jocko talked about Chad, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And all that. Does
His wife was there too.
Yeah.
Talked about
Does
Yep.
it lose a little bit of its luster when it becomes something at the games? Does it become a little bit of a party trick?
I think at this point, the entire environment of CrossFit changed at the games.
Like it should still be underground, right? Like those workouts are underground workouts where people know
Right.
what happened. People know Michael Murphy.
It's changed in general in the last year because of the games. Like it just has. And so I think people are more sensitive about stuff now than they were before that. But
yeah,
I don't personally like the people
I don't know.
in my CrossFit box. I can speak for how we are, but as far as people across the whole, I don't.
Because when I watched 2015 Murph, like I was inspired by that at that time.
Yeah, but that was a whole different time. It's just not the same. And I think High Rocks, like there's just so much stuff that's happened in the last year that's just changed CrossFit in general. So in the community, so I think it's just different now.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I mean, it shouldn't have ever been at the games. Jan says, and maybe you guys are kind of saying the same thing or whatever. I looked at it more of like an insight into the camaraderie of the affiliates.
Yeah.
So when they brought Murph, and again, it might not, I don't know if it has that same effect now, even 2 years ago or 3 years ago and whatever, like, but I felt like that the first time they did Murph, like it was so cool to kind of bring everybody together on an even bigger scale and watch the people that we are fans of doing the very hero workout exactly as it is, the way that we do it in our affiliates.
Yeah.
So I saw it more of like, hey, look, this is what our community does. We show up, we show respect. It felt like bringing that to a bigger stage. Now, again, I think that it's,
well, then they told you what Murph was. Now I don't think that they're telling you. I don't think that they're telling you what Murph is.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, this is just.
Yeah. I will say that people are not talking about it as much because
I saw anybody post the story like
I think some people did.
Stuff I didn't see.
OGs did it.
Yeah.
But it's.
But the CrossFit gym that I'm back in that I go to or whatever, I didn't do it. I was supposed to do it at Jets. I was supposed to have a client. My weekend got completely scattered. And I actually didn't do it. But I asked the gym that I go to.
I'm about to say something crazy. Go ahead.
It's okay.
Finish.
That I, go to, and I asked him how the weekend was, and he was like, it was okay. He goes, I actually didn't really talk about it that much this year. He's like, maybe next year I'll talk about it a little bit more, but they didn't really talk about it. And I just wonder. Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah. Yeah, Allie's right. It's different. Okay. Seema.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Seema. Yeah. I wonder if people will do the Lazar workout at the games this year. If they do, cool. my thing is it was very tragic what happened to him, and so fucking sad. Like,
Yeah.
so sad. He, he's mom, he's got a brother, he's got a partner or like fiance or whatever. So sad. I'm gonna say it. I don't know if it's the same thing as like when you join the military and give your life for that. Like
Like having
people,
that makes
people who go into the military know that they could possibly give their life for that. And I'm not saying it's like it's tragic.
You're signing up. You're dedicating your life to fighting for the freedom of other people and knowing that you'll potentially die for that freedom. That's not the same thing, even close.
Yeah. Like running into war, running into burning buildings, running into firefight, running into like that's.
My dad was a Marine for 27 years.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. It's not funny. I'm not laughing because it's funny.
No, it's not. And again, I will reiterate this. What happened to Lazar was fucking tragic and horrific, but it wasn't, he was doing a CrossFit event.
Yeah, he was doing a sport.
He wasn't, and if he was in the military, and I don't know what Serbia does if they require military service or anything, but like it's not the same thing as being like, okay, I know that I could die and whatever. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
No,
what's wrong with having Murph at the games? Nothing. I don't think anything's wrong with having Murph at the games. The only thing that I think I was trying to say is that maybe it became a little like it made Murph gimmicky because people are not talking about it anymore.
I think that there are a lot of CrossFitters that when they see the games athletes do certain workouts and do certain things, they try to repeat it because they want to be like them.
Or maybe they just don't know the history of it. Maybe that's, so I'm annoyed.
Murph, they look at like how they did Murph and their time and their da-da-da-da-da. There's a lot in the community that are like, okay, I want to beat that. I want to be like, you know what I mean? It's like
they don't know who Michael Murphy is. They want to beat whatever score Matt Frazier did in Murph.
Competition versus the message.
Right. Yeah. Maybe that's what that's what I'm trying to say.
When people are like posting their like, I wore a vest and I did this and I did that. Okay.
Yeah.
Died.
Right.
Like doing something.
Look, I tried to do it and I took it off halfway through.
Yeah. I refuse. Go ahead.
Because I was dying. Like, and not dying like dying the way that we've been talking about it, but it hurt too much for me. And so for me in that moment, I realized like, hey, there are people out there doing way more than me.
Yeah.
And they can handle way more than me and they can suffer way more than me. And I was just like, okay.
If you can do it all in the, like me, I've done it with a vest, I think 2 different years. And each time I did it, like RX or whatever, I was like at an hour and a half. I mean, are you kidding? So I've reached the point in my life, like unless I'm going to show up and do my best. But if I show up and if I can never for the rest of my life show up and do it under an hour, then I don't need to be wearing a vest. Like it's just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Right.
That is the message of Murph. That is absolutely the message of Murph. And I did it once.
No, he didn't.
Sub 30?
Nope.
Damn.
Nope. Not even a little bit. Okay, go ahead.
My best Murph, I did each run with the vest, and then I took the vest off, and then I did the 10 rounds of 10, 20, 30.
Yeah.
And that was like my best that I had ever done it. I was not going to put a vest on to do pull-ups. I was not going to put a vest on to do push-ups. They were hard enough already. So that was probably my best time. But I mean, I've done half Murph. I've done babe, the very first Murph that you did, didn't you do like 369 with Vanessa? Is that what you did?
No, the one you're thinking of was when I used to like chat a lot with Arm & Hammer. Like, do you remember him?
That's an actor, isn't it?
No. Oh,
Armin.
no, you're thinking of Army Hammer, and he's
Cannibalism.
he's a
Sorry.
cannibal. Like, no. Armin
Armin.
About him. Okay.
Armin Hammer was like the original Hiller. Like, he used to call everybody out. He didn't give a shit.
He
But
got kicked out of the game.
You got to remember, I'm new to the CrossFit as a
Just the baby.
like not new to CrossFit, but CrossFit games, athletes, like the knowledge, the education, the drama, like it's anything pre last like a year and a half ago, I'm still catching up because like I just lived in my little bubble. I just went to my CrossFit gym and have my great community, and that's all I worried about. And when
so Armin, if Hiller and
where is he now?
he has a baby.
Dropped out a while ago.
He's got a wife and a baby, and he's doing jujitsu, and he's doing dad
had
things.
some, yeah.
But he was the original one where he used to call out HQ all the time. Him and Dave had a beef. Dave banned him from the games and blocked him. And then Dave brought him back, and he was a commentator at it wasn't regionals. What was the hybrid name for those years? Sanctionals.
Oh, Sanctionals. Oh yeah, that's right.
He was a commentator for Sanctionals. He was the original. And
no, that was for especially if he's not active in what he was doing.
No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't been for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's awesome dude though. Like he's the coolest, nicest dude ever. And he put a video out where he was like, okay, I'm going to do Murph. And he was the king of being fluffy, but like fit.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, I'm going to do Murph 246.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to do Murph 246 for like 100 rounds. It's like 100 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Not realizing that you have to be cardiovascularly fit to do that.
Yeah.
And so I died immediately. Like I died like 20 rounds in. I was like, and I should have just done 5, 10, 15. Like it was amazing.
Like honestly, Murph as a workout, I've never like you know it's going to be long, it's going to be hard, you're going to have to just chip away at it. And my brain just isn't built for things like that. I get distracted. Like on a mile run, do you have any idea how much there is to look at? Like,
mm-hmm.
And then I'll stop and I'll like I set goals for myself. It's like, all right, after you get 5 rounds done, then you can stop and take some water and change your playlist. Like I've had multiple coaches. I have a coach there, and I have had multiple coaches tell me after a workout, Alli, you sandbag yourself so hard because you stop and you like. I'm like, all right, this isn't the vibe. Let's see, where's the.
So you made a meme, basically, is what you did.
And I'm just like, if I'm I am just not a competitive person. I never have been. There's what I can do, and then there's what I feel like doing, and it's, yeah. All
right, let me change topics. I want to get your advice on this because hopefully, I'm pretty sure next Wednesday we're having a chat with Shelby Neal, and she just put this video out, and it has to do with having like your period in sports, right? So here.
The reality of women in sports. What is the text at the bottom?
Ooh, that doesn't feel right. Oh no, that hurts very badly.
Oh.
Fuck, please no. No.
What in the world?
She's having cramps.
Oh.
From her period. Wiggling might help. I lay there now. Like, and it's literally, that's just her trying to find a comfortable.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
So And I respect her for this because for me, I've had cramps where like it stopped me in my tracks and I've had to put my hands on my quads and be like, okay, I have to take really big breaths and not move for like 30 seconds. Jeremy World, I could never be a woman. No, you can't. And like it hurts
Right.
like so bad. And I've never been doubled over with cramps to the point where I was moving around like that.
Mm-mm.
I'm listening. My dogs are just really need this ball underneath my desk, and I'm
That's
trying.
fine. My sister has told me that she has gotten it where she has had to roll around on the floor and can't move and it just like drops her for 20 minutes. I have always kind of thought about it as like I probably just have too much body fat. Maybe it's girls that have not a lot of body fat that happens to, that messes with their periods. But I've never been doubled over like that.
No.
I don't remember ever.
Has it stopped you? Oh, you brought that thing back on the screen, girl. What? This thing.
You didn't realize he was sitting there? He's been sitting
No.
there for like 2 minutes.
Can we just take a second for just pause and do you guys hear my mic or do you hear me through the computer?
The
Through
computer.
Dang it. Okay, so somehow my mic got disconnected.
Yeah, she's been the reason the entire time this shit has been in our ears. But I never like to disrespect a guest.
You muted yourself because now we
Now
can't
you're
hear
mute. But no, while she figures this out, no, I have never.
I don't remember. I think when I remember having really bad cramps like when I first got my period, but I don't remember. My period was always very, very short, couple days.
Yeah.
It's gotten worse. I will say that like I get really bad cramps now, but not to the point where like I am keeled over like that.
I've never had it like I said, I've had it stop me in my tracks and I've had to like take deep breaths for like a minute or two and then I'm fine.
You can't hear us? Leave and then come back.
Kick you out? We'll kick you out.
Kick her out and then come back.
All right.
How about now?
You have to go all the way out of the link. Like
Yeah.
get out of the link and then come back into the link. Goodbye. Can I kick her out of the whole studio? I think she has to kick herself out. No. Oh, kick from studio. Goodbye. Come back.
You kicked her out?
I think yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. You're kicked out. Come back.
Kicked her out.
Just come back.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Being an elite athlete definitely affects the cycle. Yeah, for sure.
That's what I have to
For
believe.
sure.
I have to believe that because I've never ever seen it or experienced it. My sister has very low body fat. And so that's why I just assume like I've never had that. Like my cycle has changed over the years. Obviously it was different when I was in my teens, 20s, 30s, and now it's way different in my 40s because I'm probably about to be premenopausal. But like I've never seen what Shelby Neal.
No, not like that. And I would say for me, if they're bad, they come at night. Like my cramps come at night. And it's not so much in the middle of the day or during a workout. Look up the triathlete.
Yeah, it's the triad athlete for women. I wrote a paper on that. But it's like low body fat, not too much exercise, and something else. There's 3 things. I can't think, but that usually stops you from having a period. Like the triad.
Oh, triad. I was like,
yeah, I think it's called the triad, like athlete for women or women athlete or whatever. But yeah, I feel like
low energy,
yeah,
menstrual dysfunction, and impaired bone health.
Right. I don't know if this is that though, because I don't think she'd be able to perform at this level that she's performing at.
Doesn't it make it worse though?
I mean, I think extra exercise, no matter what, makes it worse. But I think she's eating, or she's
We're so glad you're here.
Jan Clark, as an expert on women. Okay, yes, let's go. Thank you. I can answer any questions you have regarding the vagina.
Oh, thank goodness you're here.
Thank God. High cortisol. Okay, hold on. You're back.
The
Yeah?
fuck?
I see, girl. I see. It happens. Internet. It happens.
I didn't. No, I had to go fuck with shit because I was like, I took my thing popped out when I went to go help the dogs, and I was like, wait, how can I still hear them? So when I went to go put my microphone, like it had unplugged, and I plugged my Yeti back in, I didn't swap the computer to. It don't matter. It don't
Whatever.
matter.
Get
I'm
this
here now.
Don't matter. You here now?
Just get this scary ass thing off the screen, please.
This is Steven.
No, it's not. Please.
Fine.
You know what it is? It's
Oh,
probably
you
from
want
that fucking video that you watched.
Yeah.
Was it Jake that sent it? So we're in a group. We're in a
Jeremy's
group
Wi-Fi
chat.
strikes again.
We're in a group chat, me, her, Jan, and Jake, and all we do is send each other reels. And there was a reel that I think Jake sent of some clown. I didn't watch it.
I did.
She watched it, and ever since then, she's like,
I can't sleep.
She can't sleep. She can't that thing. Like, yeah.
It's
That's
crazy.
a walk in the park for me. I've had night terrors since I was a kid. I would dream about some weird shit. I have a Dwight bobblehead. Does that make you feel better?
Oh, wait, hold on. Real Matthew, increase protein by 40 grams on days 20 and 25. So does that mean that works for your wife? Because that's not every woman everywhere.
So it's recommended
that-
that you increase your fats prior to starting your period to level out your hormones. I've never heard of. Sorry, I missed the whole cramp thing. No, I've never been doubled over like that ever in my life. I've had cramps, but that to me seems like she got a different kind of cramp maybe while she was cramping. So it was like double up or something.
Mhm.
But
Olivia said PCOS. I mean, Colleen has PCOS, and it could be. Again, every woman is absolutely different. When I saw that, I was like, oh shit. Because I've never, again, I've been stopped in my tracks for a couple minutes, but never just, I have to roll around.
yeah,
So,
no, not
has yours, that was the other thing that we started to get into. Has yours changed over the years? Like mine has changed literally every decade.
yeah.
Like now I'm a crime scene.
Sorry, that's not funny. It's not.
No,
It just reminded me of a movie when she's like,
for literally
my pants.
2 straight days or at least 36 hours, I am a crime scene. And then it's just if it feels like going or if it doesn't feel like going.
I was like a full 7-dayer. My whole like teenage and into my 20s, and then when I got into my 30s, I started scaling back to because I've had my entire left ovary has been removed when I was 17, so that changes things up a little bit. Now currently, I'm a 3-dayer. And I get like, I don't know. I think I'm perimenopausal. I don't know.
I definitely am.
I have no facts to that. I'm just
just
Wikipediaing the shit out of myself, and that's
Colleen used to.
I think we all go to, oh my
Yeah.
God, it must be menopause. Oh my God, it must be menopause because it's not exactly the same as it was last month.
Well,
or
and
2
I
months
can't
ago.
regulate my body
So-
temperature anymore. So like I'm.
Well, it's stupid because your body is literally like imitating being pregnant prior to
Shut
having
up,
your
cross
period.
fat. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Listen,
What is that?
hormone replacement therapy time.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to do that. Don't make me admit to that. I'm not trying to do that.
No. Yeah, no, I don't know.
Or you say, I what?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh.
But I do want to talk about it with her on the show. There was a lot of things that it could be, I guess, a ton of things, but I just never been that where I had to do that.
No, never. I've gotten like So when I do too much like when I do something too high in cardio too fast, like you ever do a Metcon and you were just like not warm enough and you just go ham, and then afterwards you get that like rolling abdominal cramp, like it feels like a menstrual cramp, and you're like, what the? I feel like my uterus is gonna fall out of my vagina any second now. I've gotten that. Like literally, it feels like you're about to birth a watermelon. But I've never gotten. That happened to me during a competition one time. I think it was my very first CrossFit competition, because I do pre-workout all the time. I'm like ADHD meds. Like I'm just like bump skis, popping pills. But what you don't realize is how much adrenaline is going to be in your system when you're doing a CrossFit comp for the first time and you're in front of all these people. So it was like I took my pre-workout, I took all my normal stuff. This was a couple of years ago. And then they were like 3, 2, 1, go. And I'm like, adrenaline. And so I'm not pacing for shit. I'm just like, Captain Planet. And just went ham on it. And afterwards, I was in the fetal position. I thought I was going to have to quit because I was on the floor of the bathroom for like half an hour because I could not get that cramp to just like let go. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, I know all the things now, but I'm over there like fucking cocaine bear, just like, let's go. And then your adrenaline kicks in and you're like, oh, this is when I die.
This is when the heart explodes.
Yeah. Oh, this is awesome. Let's talk about this base show. This was something I was going to bring up for you anyway, Alli. So you start to feel hotter, angrier, and less forgiving of people. Sounds like you're becoming a man.
What?
Also, when you're premenopausal.
Oh.
Also, I want to state a very big fact that he's leaving out is when you have, or at least for me, oh God, when you have your period, I'm a lot hornier, which sucks because I'm a crime scene.
Case for me.
No, not at all.
No, I actually have PMDD.
Oh, what is that?
What, really? You guys have never heard of that?
I've never heard of it. What?
It's a premenstrual dysmorphic disorder. I don't know. I've just always called it PMDD.
Oh,
it's
so
like
you just.
So basically, it's increased symptoms of PMS, like to the extreme. So you won't notice, but like on social media, usually when I'm PMSing that week, like I ghost. Like I might put some.
I thought you were gonna be like, I'm a little bit more sassy.
No, I might put some stories out, but I very rarely do videos. Like I'll disappear like for a week because it's like you literally want to die. You literally. Your depression is so bad. Like I'm not a depressed person. I have like a plethora of other things wrong with me, but depression is not one of them. Like
she's like, I'm not claiming that one. I got enough. I don't need that one too.
Got all of it else, but I'm not a depressed person. But it hits me that week. Like you physically, you just want to die. And it's one of the most difficult things, especially for my husband. Like if you have a spouse and you have PMDD, because you are not the same person. Like it's not just PMS. It's not you just having a short fuse and you being irritable and grumpy and blah, blah, blah. Like you are not the same person.
Yeah. Cause I'm grumpy for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Like I just don't want it.
It's a full week of like fucking Linda Blair. I am not a nice person. So I basically like, and it's different each month, but we give each other space because you'll say things that you do not mean. You like me, Alli, who I am. I do not mean this, but
there's no
when
filter.
you are in so much fucking pain, like mentally and physically, like you just want that person to be, and you're going to just go for it. So yeah, it's like a whole thing.
Yeah, I don't think I have it to that extreme. And baby, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
I will. Hold on. Standy, increase of tea. I don't need any more tea. I was born with enough tea. I'm 6
We got
foot
a lot
tall,
of doctors in here.
My back is humongous. I'm a big
hey,
back.
Jeffrey.
A big back. I don't need more tea.
Big back.
I'm
big
good.
back.
Yeah. I'm gonna start getting that mustache soon. Shit. Whatever. But I'm not mad at being like more sexually virile. But okay, go ahead, babe. What?
No,
Tell you if you're wrong.
Yeah, I don't think I'm to that extreme, but I'm depending on the month.
Yeah.
I'm either an asshole the week before I get it, or I
Yeah.
am so fucking emotional.
Needy. You're needy.
Oh.
Either you just don't want to talk to fucking anybody, or you're like up my shit
Yeah.
the entire
I mean,
time.
it's a very
Up your shit
emotional
all the
like,
time.
like PMS is rough for every single female that has to go through it. But PMDD is an extreme to the point where you want to die. Like you want to die. Like it's not
That's not good.
it's
I mean,
not
I
even
don't have
about
as much patience,
like
I
it,
would say.
do
But
you want to die?
No.
No,
No.
not experience that.
No.
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 No,
not
it's
that.
like
No.
it's yeah, it's like you like
What do you
I've
do
had
for that?
to. There's
Like,
nothing. There's nothing.
There's nothing.
Well,
How
have you
does your
think about-
husband survive?
Space. She said space.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I
we-
missed it.
He
we've-
wraps her in a little bubble, just
Yeah,
tucks
we've
her
sort of,
in,
like,
puts the blanket up
developed-
all the way to her chin.
Yeah.
You know,
And,
she gets to wear her
and
hat.
I can still control myself. Like it's just I can't control my thoughts. I can't control like what I what I want to do. I can't control that. But I can actually control my actions.
Okay.
It's just harder to do it. Like I can't be normal. Like I'm not happy Alli. I'm not bopping around. I'm not whipping out my sorry. I'm literally just like I'm just existing. I'm literally just existing, waiting for the time to pass when I know that I will be back to normal. That's it.
Damn. Why
Yeah,
does yours? Jeremy, shut up. We're not victims. We're just explaining us.
Is that what that's supposed to mean? You forgot a letter.
What was that? Seema, my tolerance for bullshit gets very low. Is that what's happening as we get old? Like, because my grandmother has no filter. She doesn't give a shit now. If you're
Yeah.
annoying her, she'll just be like, "You're fucking annoying me. Go
I
away."
feel like grandparents are fucking gangsters because they.
Yeah, they are. They're very gangster. All right, TMZ portion. I'm ready for the TMZ portion of this.
I didn't even know what you meant by that. I was just going along with it.
I
I saw that.
You
and
don't
I
know
was-
what TMZ is?
I know what TMZ is, but my first reaction every time you guys post the story slide is I have got to get them some fresh photos because they keep using my professional like LinkedIn.
Girl, you know how
Like,
difficult it is
I
to
told
find
you.
a photo of you
I know. I was
without
saying,
your
like, I gotta
ass
say no because
or
like,
your
it's
boobs.
like
like-
oh I like did it. I'd rather you do that. But
You
I
want me
was
to
like,
use
oh,
a thirst trap picture?
All right,
on
next
it?
time
Fine,
I'll use
Where are
thirst
you
trap.
gonna find one? Where's a thirst trap picture?
No, because what I would
Here,
have to do is
screenshot this
have
right
to,
now.
I have to take a screenshot of your reels and
Like that's it. But I get on there and it's like that's professional Alli. That's like
All right,
she looks
fine.
like she's got a 401k.
Well,
all right, next time.
send a boob picture then.
Yeah.
Get like something. Yeah, there you go.
Next
Yeah,
time I'll
you
just
guys.
take one from your reel.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
is there? Speaking of that, is there anything that
That.
of your boob picture? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. 'Cause
What boob picture?
nothing. The one you're gonna send us. Apparently.
Oh, I'm thinking like shit. I must have had too much wine one night, and
Yeah,
there's
did
like
I post something?
Yeah, that's like when I used to take Ambien. I'd wake up and look at my Snapchat story, and I'd be like,
No.
"What the fuck? Get off there! What am I doing?"
Have you? I have this question. Kalina and I have talked about this many times, but
Oh,
have you ever like made a video of something of I don't know whatever, and your husband was like, "Hey, please don't post that or send that to somebody."
No, because I have respect for my husband, so I automatically would not purposefully make something that I know would. Which, to be fair, the man has never asked me to not do anything. That's when you have true trust and loyalty. Like you're not, but when you look at my like I don't like I wear like I have sports bras and little shorts and stuff like that, but I'm not. There's like a way. First of all, you've seen the context of my videos. It's really
Of
hard
course.
to be sexy when you're
Yeah, trying
When
to do
you-
an animal pose,
Right,
and
when you're-
mailing.
working with props and things like
Yeah.
that is just like no. But
Well, I only ask because so this is Colleen and my story, right? So
Mhm.
she was working with a personal trainer, and she had to send the person, and this is years ago, years and years
Oh
ago.
yeah, the body pics. Yeah.
And she had to send videos and body pics to him.
Yeah.
And there was like, for me in my mind, I didn't want her to do that personally to him because I didn't know where those videos or pictures were going to end up.
Right.
So it was more like a fear of, I don't know if I trust him to have pics or videos of you.
Yeah.
Because that has happened.
That's different.
Like it wasn't, you don't look good in that, or you're too sexy, don't post that picture or whatever. For me, it was just a fear of, I don't know what that person's going to do.
Especially if it was not somebody you knew prior to working with them. So,
exactly.
Yeah, no, I had, I mean, it's for accountability because I ran my own personal training company for a while. And it's part of the accountability process is check-in photos. It's completely normal. But you know, it depends on who you're working with. Like even when I was working with CBG and I was talking with Justin all the time, and he told me that, you know, I had to send these, and I was like, okay, but here's like, because apparently the way that the coaches do it, they're, you know, they share the progress and stuff. And I was like, if I see my pictures on the internet anywhere, like we're going to have beef.
Well, because Colleen had that happen to her.
Yeah. Like you have to.
And that was like any of this. That was pre Instagram being a big ass. That was just when there were
legally they have to get your photo consent to share. But, you know, if you're working with people with a piece of paper can call themselves a trainer these days. So you really.
Yeah. But that wasn't what happened to you, was it, babe? That was just you.
No. You're talking about way back when I was before dumb and posted pictures of myself. I mean, thankfully, I was smart enough to have a sports bra on and have a thong on, but I sent it way back when. I forget what it was. I uploaded it from my digital camera to whatever this site was that you could keep all your pictures. I forget what the name of it was.
It was like an old school Dropbox or some shit. Yeah.
And then someone got a hold of those pictures, and then I ended up on a website with a bunch of people from my school. But again, for me, I wasn't naked. Yeah. Some of these girls were naked, and I'm talking front.
I mean, it can happen. It can happen.
It can happen to everybody, but that's different. That's different. Like I was young and naive and stupid and and thought it was safe for me to take the pictures off my digital camera, put it on my computer, upload it to whatever this digital photo album was, essentially, is what I thought. And then, I mean, anything on the internet can be taken. Well, you know what I mean?
This is why I think it's freaking bananas how men and women, I'm not even going to just say women, men and women, whatever, and they're barely dating somebody, like not even, they're sending nudes. And I'm like, do you, seriously, with their face in it, all right? It's different when you know, there's no identifying marks, whatever, but your full-on face is in. Like, come on, don't be stupid. Like you're not in you've been out on a date with them 3 times and you're sending them this stuff. It's like, you have no idea where that's going to end up. Like people are your friend until they're not your friend anymore. That's what Snapchat is for. But even then people can like screenshot that shit now.
But that's the difference because when we were younger, the internet was just starting to come out.
Yeah, it was just popping off.
And there was no conversation about, listen,
right.
Like just because you delete something, just because you think it's gone, it's not actually gone. And the same thing with cell phones. You know, you think that you're sending it to people and that it's going to go to that person only, and then they can't send it to somebody else. Well, you send something to someone, they send it to a friend, or their friend takes the video from their friend's cell phone, and then all of a sudden everybody has it. And I think that is the difference, is that we never had those conversations. And that's one of the things that I'm grateful.
You didn't think you'd have to.
Right. Because again, it's brand new and everyone thinks that it's cool. You know, before it was like you just would have enough access to the internet where you could Google something, and how cool it was to like Google something, or MapQuest. You wouldn't have to pull out a big map. You're just getting directions, you know, but.
Oh, you want this?
Oh, okay.
Mike Poolboy, what's up, dude? I used to masturbate on chat roulette, but it's cool because I was always wearing a Bill Clinton mask.
I think that's your first time commenting this evening. Whatever happened to hello? How are you? Whatever happened to
Oh.
Never.
Good evening. How's
No.
your mom doing?
He always just bursts
Just-
onto the scene. That's just yeah.
But that's my, like, we didn't have that knowledge. We
Say less, Dan. This
we
is
didn't
my
have that knowledge.
Welcome.
We didn't have.
Welcome to our ASMR channel.
sorry, I'm a thirsty bitch.
That is
All right,
true.
Finish your sentence.
Sorry, I usually skip foreplay. That's fair.
But no, that's all I was saying, is that we didn't have
Didn't have that conversation.
we didn't have the conversations,
You had to
and
learn the hard lessons.
yeah, and that's one of the things that, like, I am grateful that they are starting to learn. Like, our son is learning about technology in school,
Yeah.
but we also continue the conversation. You know, like,
Mm-hmm.
in school, if you're supposed to be on this, on this app for school, do you go on anything else? No, mom, I don't
Yeah.
go on anything else. And then if he wants to search something on Google, he has to sit right next to us.
Yeah.
He does not have full access to the internet. And we talk about that it's not safe.
Yeah.
We don't know everybody that's on the internet. You need to learn the rules and the boundaries of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just think that we just didn't have those conversations. And some of us, again, luckily I was kind of not
Right.
naive, just a tad, to not send
Yeah.
or to not upload and take naked pictures. But I went
Yeah.
through the whole phase where I was on webcams with
I would
with
be
people.
so awkward. Like, how old were you?
Oh God.
Like,
Those pictures, I think
Yeah.
I was 18.
yeah. So, like,
18?
at 18, if I tried to take, first of all, I was like training to be a missionary to teach people about Jesus.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
different.
You were Mormon.
Setting this aside, let's say
Yeah.
Jesus
Same
left the room for a few minutes. Like, if I tried to whip out my friggin' Nextel flip phone or whatever the hell I had,
Yes.
Yeah.
and try to get,
Yes.
it had like my ringtone was the digital work. Oh, that's fair. I set you up for that one. Well done. Well done. But yeah, so I had, anyway, like, if I tried to, I'd just be like, oh, no, why does that look like that? Like, that's how I've always just been that.
Well, then, wait.
I was awkward. I wasn't saying I was awkward, but
I regret saying the word missionary on this particular topic.
No, she doesn't.
Ooh, those
The first
missionary
time-
girls are the worst.
The first time you let anybody touch your boob, how awkward was that shit? Like, it wasn't. There was. What girl at that age enjoys it? You're not. You're almost so awkward. You don't know what to do with yourself. It's not a.
I didn't outgrow that, my friend. I don't know what you mean by used to. Because I'm still over here like, don't look at me. Like, I am the goofy goober when it comes to like stuff like that. Like, Craig will be like, why are you being so quiet? And I'm like, because everything I want to say right now would just be a mood killer. I just want to be like, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Oh my God. The amount of times that I have booped his nose.
Oh, that is a mood killer. If you
Look,
boop my
but that's-
nose, it's over. Like, we're done
that's
for
why
the
I'm
night.
just like, I'm just chilling. So don't ask me why I'm being quiet, because I'm be like, oh, because I want to sing a song right now. The
You mean-
hills are alive.
You mean it doesn't feel good? Yes, it feels good when my wife touches my boobs, but initially, when we first do it
Listen.
for the first time,
Listen.
it's awkward, and we're just like, "Are we letting you do it over the shirt?"
I booped
Are
my
we-
wife's devil's button.
Oh, do you know what the devil?
Uh,
Do you know what the devil?
I finally learned what the devil's button is, but I
Okay,
did
first, before we get to that,
not.
this is the hell of a chat. It's never boring when I get on here. I had a boy when I was a teenager ask me if putting a tampon in felt good.
No,
It does not.
it does not.
I was like, no, my friend, you've been misinformed. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
You're going off with the assumption that anyone wants your little push pop. If that's gonna happen, okay? There's a lot of things you got to do before the little
That
push pop
feels
feels
good, yeah.
good. So
Yep.
no, just inserting an object does not just make like Katy
Nope.
Perry fireworks. start
Jesus,
playing.
that is a horrible.
Nope.
Now that you said it, that's horrible.
Nope. No.
It's just it's not how
No.
it works.
Everything that goes up there does not feel good. And
No.
going to get a pap smear, doing any of that shit, none of that
Like
feels
there's
good.
a whole lot of other stuff that's
There's-
gotta be happening. You know, I've
there's
never
a
just
whole-
been sitting around on a Friday night with a cucumber just chilling, you know.
Oh, the
watching
first
some-
hit, fond memories. Fond memories for you. You know, it wasn't for us.
first.
we
When
we
was
were
the
nervous.
first? I
Can
mean,
you- Can you remember, was it over the shirt or under? Mine was definitely over, and that
the
was
first
awkward.
was definitely over the shirt. But I think I was all right. I think it was a vibe. You know, we were making out in the back seat. You know, very salacious back then because we were unchaperoned, which was not allowed.
Oh.
And it was just like it was like a tasteful graze. You know, just like a tasteful graze, and it was like, oh, well, hello.
What is a tasteful grace? Does that
you
mean there
know,
wasn't
where
a
it's-
handful?
Well,
Or
yeah.
was-
So it's just like you're just like, and it was just like let me see what. Oh, that's okay.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's a boob. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
got
that's
it.
the beat.
Got
But
it.
that's pretty much that was.
All right. Yeah. No, it's all I'm saying is like for us, we're like, oh my God, is he gonna touch it? Is he gonna touch it? Is he gonna touch it? And then it's like,
Fair.
we had to go through the first time with someone touching the penis. So that, you guys weren't excited about that. I just felt like dudes were.
I'm sure it's very nerve wracking for guys too because like they're all shapes and sizes and colors and textures and angles and you know.
But do
you
they
worry.
know if their stuff is big or small?
I mean,
I guess
I'm
they
assuming
have
if
to,
they
right?
have friends, yeah,
Okay. All right. That's
and
fair.
they have like anytime you have things to compare to.
That's fair.
Which our understanding
We-
is that they compare often.
Right,
Joseph,
which is the
nope, I was
bullshit.
ready.
That's a lot of exclamation points, my friend.
Jake still says that. Oh, is he gonna touch it?
Look, high school's a mess. Like when you're figuring this stuff out, it's a mess. I mean, it's a mess for girls. I guess I'm learning having all these guy friends. It's a mess for guys too, but
Yeah.
go to an all boys school from 11 to 18. Okay. All right, fine.
Yeah, remember.
Fair.
I mean, I was homeschooled.
Oh, so did you know if your boobs were big or not, or middle, or
I did not know that I had decent boobs until because I was a virgin when I got married. We've had this discussion.
Yeah, we talked
So
about
no one had seen the and I was always the like girl, like I wouldn't change in the same room as my friends. You know, there's a lot of history that we've talked about that like I was just very private about my body. And so like the very first time anyone had seen my breasts since my mama was my roommates. My roommate that I was my very first roommate when I moved out when I was 18. I was changing and in the bathroom and she didn't know I was in the bathroom and she just like walked in and she's like, oh yeah, you've got really nice boobs, and then like walked out and I was like,
You're like,
that's right, grew them myself.
grew myself?
But then I went through gained a lot of weight, lost weight, gained a lot of weight, lost a lot of weight, and then they sort of just like got a little sad looking, so that's when I got my fake ones.
That's fair. I didn't know until I was in college, and that was, because I was on the basketball team, so I knew. I was like, oh, I'm a lesbian with big boobs. That doesn't normally happen. If you've ever watched The L Word, that's not really a thing that naturally happens. But I was like, no, I'm built a little bit. Cool, let's go.
I grew up in the competitive dance world. You had
wow.
There
were
were
skinny as
some-
shit.
there were some times where you like at the recitals that we had, so I would be on stage, I would complete one dance, I literally would have to jump off stage into the wing, find a corner somewhere, get dressed, like strip down, get into my next costume because I had one song before I was back
Oh,
on stage for
wow.
my next one. And then competition was the same thing. You know, you try to be like private and, you know, in your little area, but if you have to change tights, like there were times that you had to change tights and you couldn't double tight. You couldn't like wear one tight on top of the other. My teachers were very adamant about you have to wear one tight, you cannot. So like, I mean,
it's not funny, but it's just like
no, I
That's
know,
it.
I know.
the
It's
different
like
rules that we had to live by.
yeah, there's so
It's
many
just
rules
like,
where it
no
was like
ties for you.
yeah, and then some
crazy.
outfits you could wear a bra, some you couldn't. Some you could wear the bra where it was like the see-through straps or something like that, like the plastic ones. It was a mess.
Oh man, my mom
Oh
had
my
to
God.
strap me down and make me wear a bra. I was a tomboy.
Yeah. Hate
She
it.
had to friggin'
How
like-
fast did you learn how to take your bra off without taking your shirt off?
I don't even remember.
That was a flex.
Yo, that was
When we
Well,
That
when
was-
I learned
that was
well,
early.
I started out with like little sports bra type things, so you had to full on. I don't know. I just did what I was told.
Oh, I'm so sorry. No, we figured that shit out early. That was like, I can have a whole sweatshirt and a t-shirt on and still get out of my bra without taking my shirt off. And it's a
Yeah.
sports bra. No problem. Just
Mm.
arm. You're out. Like, it's a Rubik's Cube.
Be careful. Someone's gonna
Reading for
create
Garrett's boob
boobs.
accounts. I mean, I did good. I just wear sweatshirts. Like, that's... Wait, Garrett's massive jug? Shut up, Jake.
This is
What the fuck, dude?
this is Garrett's massive jug.
Yeah, there you go. What did you ask too? What does the L stand for? Dude, lesbian. The L word, the lesbian. Like no one wanted to say lesbian, so they called it the L word.
Yeah.
So the show would kick off. But I don't know what that means. Theo Vaughn's voice though is very calming.
Really,
That-
it is. It
it
really
is.
is.
It really is. It's so calming. All right, we were supposed to go into TMZ, but I mean, I guess we did go into TMZ. But the Diddy trial. Do you see the new
No,
thing?
I'm not following that shit. What happened?
So now we're not even talking about Cassie. That's over, right? But his assistant,
Mm-hmm.
this is all for the Rico thing, but his assistant that he had, a girl, he held like, I guess, captive in a building for like 5 days to
Oh my God.
It was-
Listen,
wait, hold on. It was he had a lie detector test set up in there because it's like, I guess, jewelry and money was missing from somewhere.
Uh-huh.
So he wanted to find out who did it.
Uh-huh.
So he just held her for 5 days and just lie detected her for 5 days to find out who it was.
Okay.
Like, it just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
But that's like, there are so many people that we watch on TV every day that have done horrible things worse than that. Like, it's when you have money, you have the ability to do horrible things. And it sucks, you know? But
What do
like,
you think?
this is not the end of us finding out that somebody who we thought was awesome was really not awesome.
Yeah, no, I definitely believe that. No, that's gonna come out, and that's why I think so many celebs ran away, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't hear from Ashton Kutcher anymore, you don't hear from Mila Kunis anymore, you don't hear like there's so many celebs you don't hear from anymore.
Yeah.
You don't hear from Ellen anymore. You don't hear
Yeah.
from, which was sad for me, but
Yeah.
like it's like there's so many people that you don't hear from anymore, and you know that's why.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh yeah.
But what do you, I wanted to ask you this too, because we kind of got on this topic the last time that we were on the show, but what do you think for Cassie? Do you think that something traumatic happened in her past to have to get her to be able to be in that relationship? Or do you think that Diddy literally for 10 years just chipped away at her until she was like, okay, I just accept this?
I mean, when you date someone famous, I imagine in the beginning it's all happiness and sunshine and roses. And then when they start to show their true colors, you don't get to control the narrative. They have all the fame, they have all the money. So I'm sure like he convinced her that if she ever tried to do anything about it, that no one would believe her. I mean, without that hotel footage, that
was
I
it.
mean, that's what sealed it. But without that, you know, a lot of it, and that's what like normal people, famous people, all the things. If it's a he said, she said, or some version of that,
Well, and we were
it's
just
very easy to scare somebody.
we were just coming out of the Me Too movement, right? Like
Yeah.
there was a lot of fake
And people
things.
are like, why wouldn't she leave? Well, you see what happened when she left.
Yeah. I mean,
you don't know what kind of threats like he was putting on her family. Like you don't know. Again, when you're dealing with somebody at a certain level of success and money, you don't know what they are capable of.
yeah, well, he freaking firebombed Kid Cudi's car.
When was the last time Alli drew a fake mustache on her? If you want me to seriously draw a fake, I'm not doing it.
That's just me. That's just yeah. Kate, sorry, yeah, Bieber, yeah, he definitely was. We've talked about this before. Bieber, Usher, whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Jake really. What is happening right now, Jake?
He wants a mustache.
But yeah, that was the TMZ on that, and then Macron getting bitch slapped by his wife. Was that? Did you see that? Yeah, like the big mush to the face, the French president.
Oh yes, I did see that. And then I went down the rabbit hole because I was like, who? What the? And that she was like his teacher.
Yeah.
And married.
That was definitely.
She's like 20 years older than him or something crazy, and he was like her student. I'm like,
yep.
The French.
Child abuse. Child abuse, baby.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
I mean, people do that in America. I just watched that just a couple weeks ago. I watched that movie on Netflix, December, which is about like that teacher that was famous for dating her student, and she like went to jail and had his kid, and then when she got out of jail, I forget her name.
Kid. He was like Hawaiian
Mary.
Mary Kay Letourneau.
And then like when she got out, he was old enough and they got married and had a bunch of kids. If you haven't seen that movie, it's insane.
I followed that forever because I was always just like, if that was my main thing. And Jeffrey Birchfield, if you're in here, Papa Birch, don't get mad at me. I'm not saying every teacher, but if a teacher did that to my son, I'd lose my fucking mind. Like and I feel like we're allowed to fight. You're a woman, I'm a woman.
Yeah.
If I punch you in the face for sleeping with my son, I feel like that's fair.
That's a fair assessment.
Like that's fair. Sorry. Just like for Macron, I feel like his wife punched him in the face. If he wanted to punch her in the face, he could have, but he just smiled and waved and went back in the plane.
He was probably being a naughty little boy, and he was trying to make him,
Oh shit! Oh, yeah, that was crazy. That was the first. I feel like that was the first one ever we all followed.
Well, that's why when watching that movie, it was insane because it's based off of that. Mm-hmm. So it's based on. Oh God. That's actually really funny.
That was good. Yeah, that's good.
Oh God. What happened to those jiggly jangly braces? I mean, do you have ADHD? Because I got some extra pills here somewhere.
No, we've established that Jake is autistic. That's what we've established.
Pew pew. You know what? Here, I got it. Let's for the rest of the time that we're here.
No, we still have to talk about the vagina monologues.
All right. So Jake, for you, buddy, here. Now I'm going to start talking through. This is Terrence. Okay? Terrence the T-Rex. And he's going to tell you all about how to make friends. Right, Terrence?
Jeez. Oh, have you seen the movie on Netflix yet? Kinda Pregnant. It's Amy Schumer.
No, because I freaking can't stand her, but I've heard it's so good.
It's so good.
Right, I'll watch it.
There's a point in it where she has the boyfriend and she's like fake pregnant and they want to have sex.
It's so funny.
Dude. But he can't touch her because obviously he'll figure out that she's not pregnant.
Don't say it anymore. I want to watch it.
There's a sit on the face blindfold. It's so good, dude. It's so when you see it, it is so.
Stop.
Sorry.
It's
okay.
So
sorry.
good.
Sorry. But if you talk to me with toys, I don't do well because then I just
Stop.
She's got a bag of toys.
This is serious. All right. Sorry, I'm done. Terrence is being put away.
Okay. Terrence is in what?
How many objects have I pulled out at this point?
So many.
So many.
Which
I
now
didn't realize like how I
It go-
have all my like little like things.
it
right?
goes back to Joseph Ramirez. What else is that dinosaur used for?
You guys are disgusting. I would never do that to Terrence. Traumatize my. Oh, so
Look, now she's got to have something to squeeze. You might want. What? Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I
Go
don't.
for it.
Oh, so I just celebrated 3 years of starting my company.
Oh, congrats! Yay!
Which was it was super cool, exciting. But my social media. So I have a social media manager named Jolisa. She's also my best friend. But she got me a gift to celebrate the 3 years, and I just got it today, so I'm gonna share it with you guys. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Come
boy.
on.
I mean, I'm ready, but I don't know if I'm
Did
ready.
you literally just see me talk to you guys through the headphone like
Yes.
that?
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you see that?
Yes.
That happened. That happened. Okay. So she got on some sort of app and she made this AI video, a picture of us. This is supposed to be me.
Yep, that's kind of amazing.
And this is her. And she framed it.
Golden Girls.
I guess we are lesbian lovers from the 80s. I'm not
Yes.
the theme here because there's a full-on wedding ring, I think, on mine. And this was the gift that she gave me today to
That's
celebrate.
so awesome.
The funny part is, in that picture, you're the more feminine one.
I know. But that was the only thing unrealistic about this photo. But
That's
yeah,
amazing.
so I'm just wanting to share that with you guys. So that's also here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Props. Roommates. Yeah, that was 80s. Roommates. Looks itchy. Yep. Fair.
Someone's a gym teacher.
It's your girlfriend. You're the more feminine one.
Yeah. I got some rocking hair in that though. I'm not hating it.
All right, so since we can't talk about the sitting on someone's face part of that movie, do you want to move on? What else have you seen? Have you seen You? Have you seen
Okay. So if you want to talk about, do you want to talk about something funny that I've watched or something that's like
whatever? I mean, You
like
to me was funny.
thought provoking?
Whatever. I don't care.
I watched the first season of You and I just got over it. He was trying to hide behind a light pole. I was like, look, girl. This is not realistic. This is the whole reason why I stopped watching Dexter. It was because like he's supposed to be a psychopath. Like
Oh man.
you're not.
Dexter
Look,
was
I
so
hung-
good.
I hung in there for a long time.
Dexter
But
is
a
so
true
good.
psychopath does not like protect people. They don't have like feelings of conscience or morality, and they humanized him.
Oh, so you don't want to make serial killers more likable, is what you're saying?
No, I feel like that's the opposite of what we should be doing. Like the whole premise of how he was killing people, great, fine, whatever. But like, no, that's the whole thing. So like, if it's not realistic, he's over here like in a ball cap with like a PVC pipe, and he's like, and then it's like all these women just like don't see him, so we look stupid, and then they die, and it's like, oh, no, that's too stressful for me.
All right. Okay. So go. What did you see that was less stressful for you? That
So I watched that show. I watch a lot of like British psychological thriller, like limited series type shows on Netflix. There's a ton.
why
of them.
doesn't this surprise me?
And I love them.
I've seen some too. Go ahead.
So many good ones, and this one was called. Oh shoot, that's gonna bug me. Well, shit. Hold on. It's about a little boy who kills a little girl in his school.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we saw adolescence.
Yes.
Adolescence. Yeah.
And it was amazing. First of all, because it was filmed in like that long shot. So
Okay, that didn't bother you with all of your OCD and ADHD.
No, because
it bothered the fuck out of me.
All it did was like turn. You felt like
I
you
know,
were
but
back in a
when
maze
you
somewhere.
have ADHD, you're like, where are we going? It's like they
Oh
take
my
you on the
gosh.
spot. But when you're like clipping and going from like scene to scene and stuff, that's when you're like, wait.
How did they get there?
Yeah, like I watched the behind the scenes and everything where the one kid like jumps out of the window and they had to like troubleshoot. Okay, how are we gonna do this? He's jumping out the window and they're like doing this, and I'm like running along with them. But I thought that was like the message itself was very interesting.
I mean, the message was, but me having to walk upstairs
That
with people
show
was not.
sucked ass. If you thought the show sucked, then you missed the point of toxic masculinity, Mike.
That bullshit, awful take on masculinity. Yeah, they had a little bit of that shit in there, but like I could. The minute that you had to walk around 15 stairs, go upstairs, go around the corner, go down, I was like, can't I just imagine that happen?
You know what
Well,
it makes
then, you know what? Then
you know what it makes me think of? Remember the old school screensaver that was a maze?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? That's how it felt when it was like everything just kind of kept moving.
All right. So funny story though. So I was coaching 6:30 a.m. and there's a lot of like 50 plus dudes in there. A lot of them retired military. Basically just all been raised in that environment that's like men can't have feelings, suck it up, you know, you can't be hurt, you can't. So they're all like truly injured because they never did the things they needed to do to heal. It was like dust yourself off, get back on. So like I, have to work with them on like their elbows and all this other stuff. And it's kind of an amazing story. One member, he just got into a car accident a few months ago and almost died. And the doctor literally told him CrossFit is what saved him. Like everything was broken. But if he hadn't have been doing CrossFit, like he would not have been able to like handle the recovery, like fight through anyways. So he's back at the gym and he's working out and he wasn't able to do certain things. So I'm like trying to like help. Okay, this is what we're going to do today. And one of the other members, he's always just giving a shit. Everybody loves each other. There's no bad blood, but he's like, just suck it up. Don't be such a baby. So I took that opportunity to talk to the gentleman. And I was like, here's the deal. Your feelings are valid. And if you're hurt, you're hurt. And this is what we're going to do. And we're not going to make each other feel bad about that because like I'm of the mindset that it's like there's a line. But if women want to be treated a certain way, then we have to anyway. So I'm like having this whole conversation with them and they're looking at me like,
yeah, no.
So Alan the whole time was like every single thing I did, he would scream out at some random person working out and be like, Keith, your feelings matter. And it was just like, it was so funny. But after that class, every class after that, a couple of different members like came up to me and asked like for help and asked for what can I do to fix this? What can I do? Like this really hurts when I work out. So laugh all you want about, men being told to suck it up, but staring it in the face and just being like, you know what, y'all are being stupid. Let's move past this. If you're hurt, you're hurt. Say something, It opened up the opportunity for some members to come up to me and talk to me. So that's my spiel.
That's fair. Here's this is how I've been learning recently to deal with men. And I feel like this is fair on so many levels. Oh man, I lost my mouse. Okay, there it is. All right.
Go, baby.
And forever and ever and ever.
That's so funny.
That is how I will play this fucking game.
That's really funny.
And I feel like it's okay. And I feel like my feelings matter.
Your feelings are valid.
Thank you.
You're allowed to feel your feelings. No, everybody, like I've been called a man hater. I've been like constantly. I don't. I think there's a very specific type of male that I will never want to be around and never want to talk to. But I think there's nothing wrong with promoting understanding and kindness for men and women.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Go ahead, Jeremy. Jeremy Eat World. How come women can apply their emotions to male situations, but men are crucified if we do the same thing?
I mean, give me an example.
I'll go with the bigger example, and that's like abortion or like, you know,
What, like men have an opinion on what?
so
On women.
yeah, so
Uh-huh.
it's their kid too, right? Like
Right.
they made that kid. So what if the man wants the baby and the woman doesn't, but it's her body, her choice, and men can't have an opinion on that?
I mean that
That's basically
I think that men should have an opinion on that if it's their child.
okay.
I do.
Yeah, and that's what we're saying is like they can have an opinion, but 99 times, and I'm guilty of it too. I've definitely done it over the years. It's been like, don't talk about that shit. Like it's not your body. But that's because of the trauma I went through.
Right.
Like so.
I mean, it's going to be individual circumstance no matter what.
Yeah, and
Like,
I
it's
think
gonna
that's
be-
how, if you want to think about it like that way, Jeremy, I think women react based on what their life experience has been.
Yeah.
Like that, I would say I feel like is true. So
I think if you are in whether it was a one night stand, a relationship, or a part, and you get pregnant, and you don't want the child, but the father does, I don't know that I agree that you should have the right to terminate.
see, so there you go. I mean, Jeremy, I think that's what we're saying. It's like we have an initial reaction, obviously, and it's based on what we've been through as women. And sometimes it's just like men have done so much to me that no fucking you can't tell me anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes we calm down and we're like, okay, yeah, what Kenneth said made sense. My sperm helped create the baby. At least have the conversation about it with me, and that's fair. So like, you might be getting crucified for it, but you're probably getting crucified based on what another man did to that female.
But Jeremy, when you're talking about that though, how come women can apply their emotions to male situations, but men are crucified if we do the same thing? Are you trying to apply emotions to the situation, or are you telling the woman to not have emotions about the situation? Because I think that's two different conversations. Women are trying to bring emotion to the conversation, so they're trying to get like the emotions out or to talk about the emotion or whatever. Men, and correct me if I'm wrong, most of the time when you hear men try to talk to women about women's situations, it's taking the emotion out of it. Where it's like, don't have so much emotion about this. Don't.
Yeah, Jake, shut up. Most of the time you want us to not be emotional because you're way too masculine.
I think the biggest issue is there's no way to understand how each other feels. Like women have to, carry the child. They have to go through like certain types of trauma and things like that. But men, like I do think that this like whole movement, within this last like couple years, it's frightened them into even asking questions because it's what if I can't ask a question because I'm going to get attacked, especially online. So I agree. Like especially online is a very volatile place for a man to even try to learn about anything when it comes to females, because there's it's like a very big man hate movement right now. We hate men. We can live without them. We can do this. We can do that. And I've lost two fathers, and they were both amazing men. Like I have a father-in-law in my life who's an amazing man. I have a husband who's an amazing man. Like and I've had to come to a place of healing from my own trauma with men, because it's not fair for me to use my trauma to make men feel like they don't belong in this space, no matter CrossFit space, like online space. There are shitty people on both sides, and it's different types of shitty, but that's how I've had to get past my like men can just suck it. Like listen,
I had to learn that too. Yeah.
You want to come on my video as a man and you want to comment something hateful on my video, it's open mic night at the fucking trap house. Okay, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for your fucking family, your dog, your turtle, whatever. I'm coming for it. But outside of that, no, I think I work really hard to preach like understanding and kindness for all.
And it is hard. It's very shut up, Jake. But it is hard to figure that out. right? Like you do have to be like, hey, what I have felt in the past is not like the guy I'm talking to right now. That's not him. And there's some level of trust you kind of have to build. And the dude's like, why do I have to build a level of trust? I'm just talking to you. There's no and we're like, no, I'm not having a conversation with you unless I trust you because this happened to me when, and the guy's like, we're just talking. What's happening right now? And that's
I
a
think
big,
there's a different level of damage that a female can do to men, obviously, versus what a male can do to a female. But women can be just as damaging to men. Like I've seen good men not be allowed to see their children because the courts decided that the mom got full custody, and I've seen women hold their kids hostage until
their kids. Yep.
the husband pays more money when the court hasn't ordered more money. Like I've seen women do some pretty horrible things. My dad's ex-wife, like they never got legally divorced because he was an alcoholic and literally couldn't function or live. And I've, when he died, like by fucking suicide, she showed up the day he died. She was gone for 3 years and like held his funeral hostage. If I didn't do what she said, like I couldn't go to my dad's funeral because he was a Marine. It was a military funeral. And like I've seen women do some pretty horrible things, but it's a different level. It's a different kind of pain. Men, unfortunately, as long as you're walking around with a penis, you can do some pretty fucking horrible damage to women.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, see,
you're talking.
But let me. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're talking about the difference between.
I'm talking about weaponized
physical damage
and mental
and emotional.
Right. So women.
So what you're saying is that
we could hit you or do whatever, but
women do have an emotional effect on men, and so that could be a reason why men don't like to have too many emotions because they have been emotionally where women's trauma tends to be physically.
Right.
Yeah. That's fair. Mm-hmm. That's a really good point. I never thought about it that way, but.
Well, no, Mike, I'm agreeing with you. Like I'm saying, like women, I think women and men can equally fuck each other up. It's just a different kind of fucking them up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
And it takes trust on both sides. Like men have just as much to lose, like opening yourself up. Like, because guess what? If you decide to love somebody and have kids with them and they want to leave you, you might see those kids every other weekend.
And that's
fucking horrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think, and you can't play that tit for tat game where it's like, I was hurt more than you. No. Like, and whose damage was worse. Like I'm never tell a guy like you not being able to see your kids when you want to is worse than anything I've ever been through. Cause I don't know if Colleen didn't let me see little G for any reason whatsoever, I would be fucking devastated.
Yeah.
Like devastated. So that's fair. That's a really good point. And I did not think about that. I apologize, all the men in the chat that I support. Bernie,
see, it works. Opening up communications. Everybody wants to laugh at me when I talk to all those dudes at 6:30, but making people feel safe and accepted, and that they're allowed to ask questions without you getting upset or offended or coming for them. Just allowed to ask questions, even if it hurts, even if it opens up something traumatic inside. It's a chance to educate people on different things for both men and women.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like. Yeah. I'm sorry, Jeremy. I apologize to you personally. Megan, KDL, we don't need Jeremy's Wi-Fi on tonight. Jeremy will be back on. He's coming back on to fuck with us. We have a lot of we have to get into the race conversation, so that'll be fun. That'll be a good time on Clinton things. But yeah, no, that was really cool. Thank you. There's so many more things that I love having you on because we can get into these things that most people won't have conversations like publicly about. It's really cool. And I'm hoping that we can have a very good conversation with Shelby Neal next week about, the period thing and the working out and what women go through that too.
Yeah.
Who would slap me harder, Garrett or Colleen? Probably Colleen, to be honest with you.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with that. She's a redhead and she's buff, so good luck with that.
That's 100 watt, 100 days. Maybe you friggin' beast.
There's a lot of burpees and lunges in there, so good luck with
Yeah.
that, Jeremy.
Yep.
Omar, oh, good to see you, dude. I always love seeing you around. Good stuff, thank you. But yeah, and then tomorrow the boys are on Outside the Box. Jake and Jan will be on. They're gonna try to oust Jeremy from the top spot. I think
I'm gonna have to come and play with you guys tomorrow since you guys were in my chat tonight.
yeah.
Vagina.
I have no idea who the guest is trying to oust Jeremy from the top spot, but good luck, Jeremy. We love you. You're our boy. But we'll be in the chat to mess around tomorrow. So come join
Don't
the
give
boys.
him that much.
What? Love Jeremy. Although I have helped like get people to challenge him. So good luck with that.
You can come play anytime.
Come play anytime, Alli.
I'll wear my super fancy jumper next time.
Thank you guys all for hanging out. I'll see you in the chat.
Omar, this one.
Whose channel? It's on this channel.
This one.
They're on our channel. It's tomorrow.
Yep.
Go hang out at Syndicate. Go buy Vindicate. Go
Say hello
hang
to
out with
me.
Alli. Yeah. Go make a funny reel with her. Go like.
So much FOMO.
I want to make a reel with you so badly.
Yeah.
I-
Now listen, we can do a reel without being in the same place. You just let me know, and you just got to film
That'd be
your part,
so
I film mine.
fun. You know, I would love that so much. That'd be
We'll do that.
hilarious.
Listen, that one that you made of her with like her snatch, whatever, was
Still
so
one of my
funny.
favorites.
So
Still one of my
funny.
favorites.
The one with you just doing like you were doing WOD something. It was like to stretch out or mobility.
The
The one with mobility where
Dude,
you're
it's
like
2.5 million views right now.
It
People are
was-
freaks.
fucking hysterical.
Dude, did you? All right, I'm glad this came up before we got off. Okay, so I called myself a pillow princess, and the sheer volume of lesbians that jumped on that chat and was like, "That's our term. I'm tired of straight people taking our terms." I was like, first of all,
Wait,
Becky,
no,
I
wait a
didn't
minute.
know.
what term can't you take?
Pillow princess is apparently a lesbian term.
No, it's not.
Look, I can't speak on behalf of the lesbian community, but
I
I had a
can.
ton
It's
of
not.
Yeah, I had a
It
ton
is
of-
not at all.
Like a ton, but I had a good like 10 comments on there that was like, straight people always are trying to take our terminology and da-da-da-da-da.
Was it
Pillow
gay men
prince-
or gay women?
women?
Oh,
Like,
they're-
I guess it's a pillow print. It's still the same concept, but it was apparently a lesbian term, not.
yeah.
For,
It's
and I'm like,
no, it's not, and it's a prison term. Yeah, no, right.
See,
like
that's better.
that's not our
better.
shit. That was not our shit.
AI
Well,
says
I
that
don't
a
know
pillow
who needs to-
princess.
Y'all need to talk to your people.
All right, I'm gonna conduct.
When y'all have your like quarterly like newsletter,
Yeah.
someone please
the fuck.
send it
That
out.
is not us. Get out of here. We have lesbian bed death. You hauling it.
I just realized who Allison is. Brother.
This would be a good time to do a poll. We'll fix that tomorrow, Bernie. But yeah, fair. That's not. That is not. No, zero chance.
A pillow
Wait, I wanna
princess
know-
is someone who receives but doesn't always reciprocate.
That's a gay dude.
Yeah,
That's not us.
that's funny. Yeah,
That
no,
is
they
not
were.
us.
They were.
AI
I could
says it's
accuse-
usually a woman who
Nope.
primarily enjoys receiving sexual pleasure and may not be as actively engaged in giving pleasure to their partner.
That's not called a pillow princess. That's called selfish.
That's
called
yeah,
selfish.
that's
Selfish.
different.
That's what that's called.
It's passenger. Yeah, coaching cues. That's me.
Uh,
Passenger princess. I'm the one with the PVC pipe trying to shove it up your bum hole. You would like that, so according to your comments. He hides his chapstick in his butthole. I mean, I'm sure he'd like a PVC pipe. Okay. What were we talking about? Shit.
I don't know. Pillow princess. We're done with
Yeah,
this. This is-
Passenger. You were gonna say passenger
yeah,
princess.
that was just y'all. You talk to your people.
I'll let you know, but I've never heard that ever in my.
Well, it's like passenger princess is you never drive. So like people be thinking too deep
That's
about
stupid.
shit.
That's new.
I had
though.
a guy go full force. I'm talking Spartan Army attack on my rotisserie chicken video, telling me I'm disgusting. And I looked at your other videos, and no wonder you're so fat. I'm like,
Rude.
I got
Get out of
fat.
here.
All right, the only thing fat on me is my forehead. Okay, so like for real, the dude started like, I'm talking full on, just like, because I ate a rotisserie chicken in my own damn car.
I'm shit. I'll eat something in my own car, and you can shut up about whether I'm fat or not. Let's go.
Too much.
That
too
video
much.
I love the chicken video. Yeah.
hilarious.
Thank you.
But
I thought it was a sensational.
it was
video.
hilarious.
It was
hilarious.
hilarious.
And it was true because I really did eat that chicken.
A whole rotisserie. Yeah. The rotisserie chicken's not big, Jake.
No.
It's not as big as you. All right, we're out. Sushi. Okay. Yep, we're good. We're out. Thank you guys
Okay.
for hanging out. Love you. Come see the boys tomorrow and watch the workout. And we'll see you for Syndicate in the chat. Go watch them. Go support Vindicate. Go support everybody. Love y'all. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Deuces.